Everyone, so before I get back to my past self who started this video, I just wanted to say I decided to upload this on New Year's Eve, so I wanted to wish you a happy new year. I hope that you're all safe and that we all have a wonderful new year and that it's less challenging than this one was and just really great and wonderful and that it brings you some good things. And yeah, yes, let's get into the video. Hi everyone, so it is time for another reading vlog. I'm wearing my hoodie, which is just basically a very big and fluffy and cozy as fuck hoodie. Really cold, and so I'm wearing this and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start the vlog in it, cause why not? So the hood is looking kind of weird. So some books are gonna be read, my cat is gonna be shown, it's gonna be great. So I kind of wanted to do one more vlog, and I'm also going to be doing a book haul of the books that I got for Christmas because I thought that could be really nice and fun to include in here. So I'm really excited. So one of the books that I'm in the middle of that I wanted to talk to you about is How to Catch a Queen by Alyssa Cole. I'm on the page 186. I'm pretty much exactly halfway through the book, and I really like Alyssa Cole, and I was super excited for this, and I'm so happy that I have this in a physical copy because I don't own a lot of adult romances, and that is something that I really want to work towards in the new year because at this point in my life, adult romance is probably my favorite genre. Definitely, not probably. It's my favorite genre right now. So I'm so excited to own this. My hair, oh my gosh. So this is the first book in a new royal romance series, and it's about Shanti and Sunyu, I think. Yes, Sunyu, and they basically have like an arranged marriage for political reasons, and Sunyu's family is kind of like his dad. Always told him that he shouldn't like care about the wives that he marries, and he had like a lot of wives that he didn't really care about, and so he kind of taught Sunyu that he should never get attached, he should never like fall in love and like love intensely, and he should prioritize like the country and all of that. That holds him back a lot. Shanti basically is very focused on like she wants to be a queen so that she can help people, and I love her so much. I don't know how I feel about Sunyu. I'm definitely like growing to like him more now at this point, but I definitely like didn't love him at the beginning. You know, the two of them are married, but Sunyu kind of like at the beginning doesn't want to be around Shanti at all. He just wants them kind of to stay away from each other. If you like arranged marriage stories and royal romances, this is definitely super fun. And I'm so excited because basically this is the second royal romance series by Alyssa Cole, and the first one is called Reluctant Royals. So this is called Runaway Royals, and they are partially connected in the sense that some of the characters from the first series appear in here, and Shanti isn't really like friends or doesn't know any of them, like one of them, I think. Anyway, she just kind of like starts becoming friends reluctantly with some of them, and I'm so excited to see the characters from that series because I love them, and I also love seeing like a female friendship growing between Shanti and one of the girls, so that makes me really happy. So they're basically texting because like Shanti is in this like kingdom far away, and so they're texting and like kind of like talking together because they can relate to each other a lot, and I'm living for that. So yeah, I really like the romance. I'm not like fully obsessed with it, but I'm definitely enjoying this. I'm so happy that I'm reading this, so I wanted to share that with you. And yes, so I'm gonna shut up. I think I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna go make another cup of coffee, no, cup of tea, and then I think I'm gonna do the haul. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to you soon. It is time for the book haul. So I have this gigantic pile of books here, and I'm so fucking excited, and I'm so grateful, and Can't even express how fucking excited I am about all of these books. So the first book I have here is the one that I just told you about, which is How to Catch a Queen by Alyssa Cole. So excited for this. Actually I have this book that I got, like 2 weeks ago from my best friend. So I wanted to include it in here because it was a Christmas gift. So, shout out to her. Thank you so much. And I absolutely adore this book. I have read it already. Cause like I absolutely loved it, and I loved it so much that I was like, I need to own this book. And also, if you watch my channel sometimes, you know that I read a lot of historical romance. This was kind of the first year when I like started really reading a lot of it, and this is the first historical romance book that I own, and I'm so fucking happy about it, and it's so special. Tessa Dare is my favorite historical romance author, and I adore this book. So yes, I'm probably not going to tell you any synopses for these books, but they are going to be linked down below because like a lot of them I don't really know anything. If I do know something, I'm going to tell you. But again, I don't want this to be super long, you know? So yes, so the next book I have here is Dragon Pearl by Yoon-Ha Lee. I am so fucking excited for this. This is one of the Rick Riordan Presents books, and I am not sure what mythology this follows. Oh, okay, Korean folklore. I love the cover of this so much. And just, you know, just a reminder to any of you Rick Riordan fans that there's a lot of the Rick Riordan Presents books now that follow all kinds of different mythologies, and all of them are own voices, and I think they're gonna be really fun. Then we have another adult romance that I'm so fucking excited for, and that is A Sweet Mess by J.C. Lee, and the copy is floppy. You know how fucking happy that makes me. And yeah, the tagline says that love and baking are only right when you're making, and then is it time to bake a chance on love? So yeah, an adult romance that has baking in it. Sign me up. The next book we have here is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. It's this super shiny, beautiful paperback. I'm sorry if you see the ring light reflection in it. I love this. I have only seen like the hardcovers and like the other copies, so I'm obsessed. It does have an extremely tiny font, so yes. But I'm really excited for this. I know this is a YA fantasy, and it's a retelling of like just of the King Arthur legend, and I heard someone say something about this book that made me think, holy fucking shit, I really need this, but I forgot what it was. Subscribe to hear all of my thoughts on all these books, because probably all of them or most of them are going to be featured in vlogs, so you're going to hear my thoughts then. This book I am so fucking excited for, and that is The Falling in Love Montage by Sierra Smith, which this book is a sapphic romance, and the only thing that I know about it is that it's a YA contemporary where the two main characters decide to have like a summer fling that is kind of like the falling in love montage from movies, and I think I'm really gonna enjoy it, and this is definitely gonna be featured in a vlog that I think could be coming really soon, so stay tuned for that as well. Then we have Recommended for You by Laura Silverman. I love this cover so fucking much. Like, I love books about books. In case you didn't know, I just adore books about like writers and bookworms and bookstores and everything. I love it. And so the fact that like this has two characters who are like holding books and there's a bookshelf, this is just absolutely everything. And this is YA, and oh my gosh, Ashley Poston blurbed it, and she said, sweet and endearing with a headstrong heroine you can't help but root for. It's the kind of story that makes your bookish heart sing. Oh my gosh, I love Ashley Poston, and I'm even more excited now. The next book that I have here is How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. This is the only one that I like have read since I got these books, and I ended up giving it 3 stars. I didn't love it, but I actually like I didn't expect to love it. Like, I just, even before the reviews, because there's a lot of people that have been giving it like 3 stars and saying that it was kind of disappointing, I still, like, even before that, I just knew that this wouldn't be anything that I would be obsessed with, because I feel like these kind of books, this is basically like a companion book to the Folk of the Air Cruel Prince series, And books like this, I feel like, are never everything that we want them to be. I really wish, like, one day I want someone to write a book like this that actually has all the content that we desperately want. But usually it's not the case. Usually it's just like a sprinkle of content that is nice, but nothing spectacular. We got a little bit more content with Cardan from his perspective, and I enjoyed it. Like, I read it super quickly, and I love the illustrations in it. The illustrations get 5 stars from me. And the last line also gets 5 stars from me. So fucking good. And yeah, so this was just a really quick read. I wasn't like in love with it, but it definitely wasn't like horrible. And I'm glad that we got a little bit extra content, you know? Then we have one of my absolutely like most exciting books, and that is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This has been hyped the fuck up. So many people have been talking about it, and this is a fantasy romance, and I literally know nothing else about it besides the fact that people are loving it and that it's really like romance heavy and fun. And yes, so I'm a little bit intimidated because I have been struggling a lot with long books, and this is over 600 pages. And I've also been struggling in general with fantasy and like highly like action-packed, plot-heavy stories. But hopefully this is going to be super addicting and really fun. It seems like it from what the people have said, and so I'm so fucking excited. I also really like this cover. It's kind of like basic, nothing original, but I'm vibing with it and I'm excited. Speaking of covers that I really love, we have The Winter Duke by Claire Eliza Bartlett. So this book is a YA fantasy, and it has a sapphic romance in it, and I feel like this might be like a fantasy that is just really easy to process and nothing super overwhelming, which is something that I really need because, again, I'm struggling with fantasy a lot, and so I need to like ease back into the genre with some books that are going to be like not super overwhelming and complex. So yeah, and I have a shiny floppy copy of this book, and I love this cover. And yes, so this is definitely also going to be featured in a vlog. Then we have the like most hyped the most hyped book that I have on this TBR, haul, and that is the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I am definitely very much intimidated by this book, and a lot of people have said that they don't think this is the best book to start with by V.E. Schwab. So, I think before reading this, I'm gonna try to read maybe like Vicious or something else. Tell me what you think I should read by V.E. Schwab first. Yes, and the one thing I know about this is that it's about Addie LaRue, who makes a deal with the devil, and basically she's immortal, but every single person she meets forgets her the second that they leave the room. And yeah, that's all that I know about it. I think it's going to be definitely a very interesting story. We are on to the last 2 books. So I have The Midnight Lie by Mary Rutkowski here. Oh my gosh, I did not see the back of this. That is so cool. I love that. Oh my gosh. And it's floppy. Oh my god. And the side of this, how fucking stunning is that? So this is a book that I read early this year, and I absolutely adored it. It was just one of my total favorites of the year, and I really wanted to own it because I love the cover, I love the book, it's amazing, and it's a YA fantasy. It has sapphic romance in it, which is like one of my absolute favorite sapphic romances, and it's set in this really interesting world where the main character, she's part of a class where they kind of have forbidden, like, they can't enjoy anything, like, they only can have anything that's like necessary to survive. And the main character Narim, she kind of goes on a journey to like uncover the lies in the town, and she meets this like adventurer. I adore this book, and so I'm so fucking excited to own it. And last but by no means least, We have Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Bashardoust. So, holy fucking shit. Like, I have been wanting to read this book since it came out. And I also started, well, I actually read like 2 pages of the ebook. And I just had a feeling. I had a really strong feeling that like I want to absorb the story physically. Like, I need to see the words in this fucking, oh my god, this is all so floppy. Yeah, so I just had a feeling that like, oh my gosh, I need to wait for a physical copy, and I'm so fucking happy that this is one of the books that I got. And I'm definitely like, this is definitely going to be one of the first books that I dive into, and one of my friends just read it and absolutely loved it, and she said that she thinks I would love it. I love the cover. I'm so excited. I don't really know much about this, only that the main character, she can't like touch anyone because her touch like kills, is sapphic as well. And I've heard like the author writes very like just lyrical and beautiful and fairy tale like stories, and I can't wait to dive into this. And yes, so I've been talking for so fucking long, so I'm gonna shut up now, go read, and I'm gonna update you probably when I finish How to Catch a Queen. So oh my god, I just looked at my hair and I was like, what the fuck is happening? I have some updates. I just finished a book, and that was The Care and Feeding of Waspish Widows by Olivia Waite. I am gonna finish How to Catch a Queen, but there's the issue that I had the audiobook of that, but like it ran out, whatever. The reasons are kind of boring. So I am gonna finish it, but because I don't have the audiobook, that kind of slowed me down. And so I had the audiobook of this, and so I just finished it. I started it last week, and I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It's a sapphic romance, and it's a sequel to the Celestial Guide. No, Lady whatever. I love that book so much, and so it's a sequel to that, and for some reason I feel like I wasn't expecting to love this as much as the first one, and I didn't want to have too high expectations, and I did not love it as much as the first one, obviously, because that one was a 5-star. This is a 3-star. I did really like the romance. It took me a while to get invested in the characters and in the romance in general, but I did really feel the connection between them, and I did grow to like them in the second half. But this book is a romance between a beekeeper and a widow, and so the main character, Agatha, basically has like a beehive at her house, and so she needs help. That's where it all starts. They send a lot of letters, which I loved. There were some really sweet and tender and beautiful moments, but my main issue with the book was that there were so many plot lines that were not at all related to the romance, which, if you are someone who reads a lot of genres that aren't romance, and you know, want a lot of things to happen with the plot and all of that stuff, then you might enjoy it. But when I read only like actual romance, I just want the romance. If there's something interesting that is like around it, I don't necessarily automatically hate it, but I just want the couple. I want them together as much as possible, and I felt like there was just so much missing in this with that, and I was just kind of overwhelmed by all of the other things that were happening. I did not give a fuck about it at all. Like, I couldn't even fully tell you what all the other things were, because I was just like waiting for them to be like together and everything, you know. So that was like the issues that I kind of had with it, but I still enjoyed it, and I'm still happy that I read it, and I am really looking forward to the 3rd book in the series still, which is coming out in the summer of 2021, because I don't know, I have a feeling that I'm gonna love that one more than this one, even though I don't know anything about it. It's just a feeling. So yeah, that is it for my update now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna read next, so I'm gonna talk to you when I figure that out. Hey everyone, so before I get into this update, I need to show you my kitten from earlier, because it was so fucking cute. You aren't ready. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I haven't included Heidi, my kitten, in this video at all, and I was like, I don't want any of you to be disappointed if, you expect to see her in my vlogs at this point. So, I think my hair, yet again, is a total mess. I think this is gonna be my last update for this video because it's been quite long and yes, and I decided to upload it tomorrow. And so I think I want to stop vlogging now so I can edit it and everything, and get it ready for tomorrow. So yes, I unfortunately haven't managed to finish this, but I will be definitely finishing it very soon, so you're gonna hear me talk about this and share my final thoughts very soon. Then I was actually reading Indigo by Beverly Jenkins, which I'm almost finished with. I'm at like 80%, so I'm definitely going to finish that tonight. But again, I want to edit this right now, so yes. And I'm unfortunately not loving this book as much as I was hoping for, because this is probably the most hyped book by Beverly Jenkins. So the heroine in this book gives shelter to runaway slaves, and she meets the hero and he stays at her place because he's kind of on the run because he helps a lot of people, and so because of that a lot of people are also after him, and so he needs a place to stay, a place to hide, and that's how it all starts. What I do love about it is there are some really swoon-worthy, romantic, and fun moments. I feel like the plot and everything is kind of a little bit slow, and it's been taking me quite a while to get through the book. I feel like it's a little bit too long. Heard literally everyone who's read it gave it 5 stars. I feel like I just had too high expectations. But that being said, I still think it's a really great book, and if you like reading historical romances, definitely check this one out. It's just not my favorite by Beverly Jenkins, but it's still good. So that's that. And then the last book that I have started reading is Nick and Charlie by Alice Oseman. And in case you don't know, this is a part of the Solitaire series by Alice Oseman. I haven't read any of the novels in that series, but Heartstopper, which is a graphic novel series, is one of my absolute favorite things. And so this book follows Nick and Charlie from the Heartstopper graphic novels, but this is actually like a novella, so it's not a graphic novel, it's an actual like, yes. And I only read like 18%, but I think I'm definitely gonna finish that tonight or tomorrow morning. Because it's super sweet and just so short. I feel like it might be like a 4-star read. Just super sweet and short and cute and everything that I need right now. So that is gonna be it for my updates. I'm sorry that I didn't like finish the books and everything, but I still hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, if you made it this far in the video, leave a fireworks emoji down below. So happy new year again. You're safe, and I hope that you have a wonderful new year and that it's not as difficult as this one was for you. And yeah, have a great day, and I'm gonna see you soon in my next video in the new year. That is so weird. Okay, bye.